guys, welcome back to my channel. My today's video is related to the last video, which was for the urine chemistry and urine sedimentation analyzer by Samson and Tonica. And today's video is for feces analyzer. Mostly whenever you are visiting to any lab, you will see the blood testing machine like chemistry analyzer, hematology analyzer, immunoassay analyzer, and for the urine sedimentation, urine chemistry. And what about feces? It's very difficult to find the analyzer in the lab. Mostly people are doing it manually. And just because of the bad smell, nobody wants to do it manually. Everybody looking for some automation. So here it is. Today I'm going to represent you the fully automated feces analyzer by AVE. My one friend, Mr. Michael, is working in AVE company. He wants me to present their analyzer on my channel. So today what we are going to do, today first we will see the presentation. In the presentation I will tell you the significance of this feces analyzer, and we will see the current situation of the analyzer, what is available in the market, and at the end I will show you the video that how this analyzer is working. So let's start with the presentation. Okay guys, so let's start the presentation. So these are the contents like significance of feces analysis, current situation on feces analysis, development on fully automated feces analyzers, and this is the model which we are going to represent you today, AVE 562 fully automated feces analyzer. So let's start from first, which is significance of feces analysis. This test we are using to diagnose the digestive function, especially pancreatic exocrine function, by observing on sample color and consistency. And other purpose is to diagnose the inflammation, bleeding or parasitic infection of digestive organs, and to determine if there is any intestinal infection disease by microscopic examination. And here we have FOC test. Why we are using this FOC test? This FOC test for screening of gastrointestinal tumor. Next, rotavirus test, and rotavirus test for diagnosing infantile intergastritis. Next, adenovirus test for diagnosing infantile intergastritis. Next is Coxsackie virus test for diagnosing of hand, foot, mouth disease, and Helicobacter pylori test. This test for the diagnosing purpose to diagnose chronic gastritis, alimentary tract ulcer, gastric adenocarcinoma. So these are the significance. So next, current situation on feces analysis. So if you just look at the manual microscopy, so here you can see that you have to visualize by yourself and read visually on colors and consistency. Then you are going to report to the patient. Other like prepared smear manually, then check in the microscope and report to the patient manually. And in manual microscopy there are some advantages and there are some disadvantages. So advantages like real, visual and reliable, because you are visualizing the sample by yourself, and confirmative results. But in other way, if we talk about some disadvantages, so disadvantages are heavy workload. If any lab, any medical center, they have more patients on daily basis, so of course it is very difficult. It is very difficult to perform manually. It will take a lot of time, and even you cannot report to the patient on time. Other well-trained lab staff needed, and of course you need a trained lab technicians, lab scientists in the lab to perform all these tests with perfection. Operation not standardized and repeatability not good and results not traceable. What does it mean? Which means that same sample, if you will repeat by yourself, of course you will not get the same results by manual calculation. And another thing is that, for example, there is no record. If I will visualize by myself, no one can see, no one knows that what was the counting earlier and what are the counting at the moment. So that's why there is no repeatability. there is a difference between the repeatability and reproducibility, right? So that's the disadvantages. And like one question, how to improve the disadvantages of manual microscopy? So the answer is to use the fully automated FECES analyzer. Okay, next, development on fully automated FECES analyzers. So let's see, first manual microscopy, then DIASYS FE2 FECES workstation, direct spin method, static filtering method, and finally dynamic filtering and recycling method, which is the innovation of AVE. Now talk about some sample collection and convey. So look at the design. This is multi-point design sampling spoon like this. And another one-way silicone wheel with crossed design. This is the picture. And automatic sample color and consistence reading. So whatever the color of the stool is, FECES is, it will tell you the color, like what are the colors it can diagnose, it can detect: black, gray, red, brown, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Consistent, reportable, hard, soft, thin, and watery. These are the examples. Different colors: brown and soft, black and hard, yellow and soft, yellow and thin, green and watery. Sample preparation system, dynamic mixing system. So these are the stages. You can see that if it is a hard, long and fast mixing, soft, short and mild mixing, and if it is watery or thin, short and slow mixing. Same as this is the patented double filter design. Okay, these are the current available tests. FOB rapid test kit, which is colloidal gold, duplex we have, transferrin rapid test, colloidal gold, FOB and transferrin rapid test kit, rotavirus and adenovirus antigen rapid test kit, Helicobacter pylori, and calprotectin and lactoferrin rapid tests, and there are some others as well. So this is the cassette loading design. This is the 5 loading position and free option of kit type, which test you are going to use. And here is the automatic reading of rapid test kit results. Like if it is negative, you will see such kind of result. If it is traceable or if it is positive. Now let's talk about some microscopy. So here you can see that this analyzer is using the disposable cuvettes like this. And if you compare with the old traditional counting chamber, so counting chamber was like this. Okay, so the advantage is that even 32 microliter is more than enough. And avoid block of tubing system, avoid risk of carryover. So what is a carryover? Which means that, for example, now if you just perform the high level sample, high value sample, and after that if you run the low value sample, so it will carry the high result on the low results. For example, the next sample was on a normal side, just because of the previous sample was high value sample, the normal sample will give you little bit high results. So in this analyzer, there is no carryover. And scanning mode, and here I'll show you the cuvette lineup depositing like this, in that way. Intelligent adjustment on field of view, automatic multi-layer focusing. So just look at this image. It will not show you particle wise, it will show you full field view. Same like which I showed you in my last video in the urine sedimentation analyzer by Tonica. And here let's talk about the selection of microscope lens. Like manually, if you're using the manual microscope, so you have different type of lenses. Like you have 10x, you have 100x, you have 40x. So here you will see the differences. So if it is a 10x, which means 1 microliter equivalent to 3.18 field of view, and it will be like this. This is the 10 times zoom. Same image I'll show you if I'll increase the lens. For example, now 20 times 20x, which means 1 microliter equivalent to 12.76 field of view, and the same image will be like this. This is the image. And if I will increase the lens, for example 40x, so here you will see that 1 microliter equivalent to 51.02 field of view, and image will be like this. This is a 40 times zoom. So this is the method, like how software is recognizing this particle. So this is the intelligent recognition software. By using this formula, it will give you the results. And this is the morphological data analysis. More than 100 types of specific parameters from the particles in the images, like color, size, shape, density, distribution level, granularity, cubic construction, deformation, etc., to identify and classify them. And this is the report form. I will show you the patient report, how it will looks like. Later on I will show you the report as well. And in this report you will find such kind of information like hospital name, patient info, chemical results, and so on. Okay, this is the research done by the Shanghai Center for Clinical Laboratory. They compare the result by physical with this automated analyzer. So these are the constants, like how much result will match with the analyzer. So the color 92%, consistence 89%, and detection rate is 5 cells per microliter, which is 100%, and carryover, no carryover. And this is the precision report. Like for the RBC level 1, the target value was 59, and they got 8.69% CV. And level 2, which is a little bit higher, they repeated this test many times and they got 5.48% of CV. And level 3, which was more higher, and the average was 5160, so the CV was 3.08%. And for the WBC, level 1, level 2, level 3, 10.44%, 6%, and 3.3% simultaneously. Okay, so this is the detection rate. Shanghai Center for Clinical Laboratory, they did the comparison, they did the evaluation of the report. So they found this one, like manually RBC it was 80%, and by the analyzer it was 78%, which means the recovery rate was 97.5%, which is very good. And the WBC 85%, and in the analyzer they got 81, not percent, sorry, there is a result 85, and in the analyzer it was 81, which means the percentage of the recovery was 95.3%, and parasitic egg 104, and they got 96, which means 92.3% recovery, and fungus 10 out of 10, which means both got the same results, so 100% results. So that's all for the slide, and now it's time to show you the internal function of the analyzer, which means once we'll perform the sample on this analyzer, how this analyzer will work from inside. So let's see the video. This is patient report for reference. So guys, that's all for today. If you like my today's video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you again with another video. Till that time, bye bye. So guys, that's all for today. If you like my today's video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. See you again with another video. Till that time, bye bye.